Today we're going to try Boston Market's sweet and sour chicken, which very much intrigued me because it's Boston Market doing an Asian food frozen meal, which seems kind of weird. You know, Boston Market's like a deli kind of thing, and, you know, I had their country fried steak, which wasn't the best, and I know they have like meatloaf and stuff like that, but sweet and sour chicken seems like a standout. Of course, there's a lot of like frozen Chinese food and all that good stuff. But not from the company Boston Market, so I had to try it. Also, decent price, $3.45 at my local grocery store, which is H-E-B here in Texas, if you're in Texas. They have all the Boston Market meals for $3.45, and that seems like a decent price for a 14-ounce meal, which is sizable, with 20 grams of protein, assuming it tastes good. That's the question, and I'm going to put it in the oven to give it the best chance, because we've got microwave and oven instructions. Microwave is 4 minutes, stir, then 2.5 minutes, so not too bad. Conventional oven, preheat 350 degrees, remove tray from carton, cut film to vent, place tray on baking sheet, bake 30 minutes, stir, recover, and bake again 8 minutes. So this is another one of those where you have to stir it halfway through cooking in the oven, which sucks, but, you know, it's all right. We're going to try it. See how it turns out. Let me show you what it looks like beforehand. Which, you know, that doesn't look that bad. I was expecting something a little different. Maybe a little bit more chicken, but that actually does not look that bad. I thought it would be one big container. I didn't think they would be separated. And this veggie fried rice, you know, it looks kind of decent. Sweet and sour chicken, not so much, but, you know, we'll see what it looks like in approximately 38 minutes, or for you, like 10 seconds, I don't know. All right, here it is. I'm trying to show without spilling it. This is not the best camera setup for that. There's the rice, the vegetable fried rice. Looks like there's carrots, peas, bell peppers of some sort, maybe cauliflower, not quite sure. And there's the sweet and sour chicken, which is just in a pool of sweet and sour sauce. But otherwise, it's little breaded chicken nuggets like that. Of a similar size, a couple smaller ones, but generally you're going to have soggy chicken, of course, because of the way it is, you know, doused in the sauce. But I'm assuming the sauce is also going to be going on the rice. I don't know, because there's a lot more sauce than is needed for the amount of chicken here. We'll see. I'm going to get a bite with both to make it fair. And to make it good for the video, really. That's the only reason I'm doing this, so let's take a bite. Well, I finished the sweet and sour chicken, and I have a few thoughts about it, but the first thing I want to say is that the sour is kind of missing from the sweet and sour chicken here. And it's generally what I would say is a failure. The box is flying everywhere. A failure, but not the worst kind of failure. It's still perfectly, you know, it's edible, it's fine, but there's one core problem here, and that's that the sweet and sour sauce is basically like syrup. It's sugar, it's way too sweet, and it kind of destroys everything else. The vegetable fried rice, as a matter of fact, is a little too plain. It's on the opposite end. It's very much plain tasting, so you do want to mix the sauce with it, but then you end up with just a very sweet, you know, tasting rice that is also a little off-putting. Even though I finished the whole thing here, like, the thought of buying another one turns me off. It's like, I don't want to go through that again. Like, it's just so cold, like, cloying, I guess would be the word I want to use. It sticks to you. I still taste sweet in my mouth. I had to look at the ingredients, and I found out something very interesting. Number 1 ingredient, cooked rice, right? Number 2 ingredient, water. Okay, that's fair, I guess. Number 3 ingredient, breaded chicken breast chunks with rib meat. Fair. I didn't have any problem with the chicken quality, actually. It was fine quality chicken. It was just, unfortunately, in the sauce. 4th ingredient, because they go in order. After this ingredient, we have peas, carrots, and bell peppers and soy sauce, tomato paste, canola oil, and seasoning. But before all of that, we have sugar. That is The fourth ingredient in this box, sugar. There's just too much of it, and it just kind of ruins it. Like, what is the sugar value here? Total sugar is 35 grams. It's way too much. There's no balance here. There is no sour to go with the sweet. It just tastes like a sugar sauce on some chicken and rice, which, you know, as it sounds, doesn't taste that good. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. I don't want to give it a 1. I have a feeling some people might kind of like this because it does very much taste of cheap, like, sweet Chinese food. There's a bit of a nostalgic kick to it, for me at least, because, you know, that's how they cover up the kind of crappy stuff, is making it taste sweet. So I kind of understand that strategy, and I think there's a few people who might like it. But for the most part, it's going to be too sweet for 90% of people, I think. And that's why I'm going to give it a 2. But it's a good price, decent price. 20 grams of protein technically, but also you're going to get diabetes. So that's that. And I'll see you all next time.